Hi, welcome back to MikiCarrBeauty. I'm MikiCarrBeauty, and on my channel I love to talk about luxury skincare and beauty. And today we are trying on this beautiful Cle De Peau Holiday 2023 eyeshadow quad, and it is 501 Visions of Radiance. I have it on my eyes. This is my final look, and let me know what you think. And if you want to see a review and a quick demo, then keep watching. But before we continue, remember to subscribe, comment, like below, helps me out on my channel. And with that out of the way, let's begin. So I picked this up from Nordstrom and it retails $110, although if you look once in a while you can find this on sale. So as of the time of filming at Cult Beauty, it's about on sale for $102. But this is the beautiful art of this Cle De Peau holiday collection. And they do this every year, that they work with an artist to come up with some beautiful art. And this year I just couldn't resist. I loved the design, and it's a mermaid theme. This is 501 Visions of Radiance, and the entire collection, I'll put a picture here, is mermaid theme, and it's based from this artist who created this such beautiful artwork. And the artist is an American artist called Katie Rogers, and her vision for Cle De Peau's Beauty's holiday limited edition is toward the horizon, toward the light. So pretty. It uses washes of blues and greens and garden-like aquascapes, dripping in iridescent bubbles, surrounded by dancing sea creatures. Through the mixture of watercolors, pastels, liquid gold, iridescent flakes, and glass beads to capture the various light effect of an undersea world, the ethereal scenes are beautifully translated onto our favorite makeup and skincare containers. It's the inspiration of the Little Mermaid fairy tale, and the entire collection has this beautiful packaging. And as much as I was really tempted to also get the highlighter and the lipstick, I just wish, what I can remember is that it's not recyclable or refillable, so you're kind of stuck with that color. And the two colors they had for this collection aren't my color, so I didn't get them. And then the luminizer, I'm just not really a big highlighter person. I think some of you know that on my channel, that I'm not really into highlighters, but I have lots of eyeshadows, and what's great about this packaging is that it is refillable. So one can take this out as well. So you can take this palette out and then put in another one, which I appreciate with their packaging, because I was planning on actually getting one more of the Cle De Peau palettes, and I'm going to use this over again. So I just love it. There's actually a layer over this. I don't know if it's capturing, but there's the image, and then over it is like a plastic overlay, and then it looks like it's kind of like a 3D effect where the gold flecks are kind of floating above the image, along with the mermaid's bralette and crown here. The little case it came in, so this is like the dust case, Cle De Peau, that's their icon. It's a velvet lilac pouch, and even the pouch has coral and sea creatures. So pretty. Here is the packaging, and it's so pretty. This is definitely one of the packaging, like, I usually get rid of these boxes. I am not getting rid of this. So I'm just really happy with the packaging and the fact that we can reuse this beautiful thing. And even then, as a keepsake, I know it's really expensive, but at some point, if I'm not using makeup anymore, I can still use this as a compact as a mirror on the go. It's a pretty good sized mirror, and I would be able to use this as a forever keepsake. So here is the palette. It's definitely worn down, and I showed you pictures of the product when I first got it, and I've actually used this product already twice, and I'm just getting around now to filming it. So I'll do a little bit of swatches so you can see what it looks like now. And that's the, that one is the primer shade. But this whole look is pretty ethereal, kind of like a mermaid. And I was on the fence of whether to get this, and I did see it on a beauty who had tan skin. So we're similar. I try not to watch any reviews because I review makeup myself, but just like you, if I'm on the fence about getting a product, I will watch a video before, if I just help me decide. So I saw it on her, it looked really pretty. And so I'm gonna put on makeup, I'm out the door pretty soon. So let's do a quick demo. So, and I just have my base on already. I have the Cle De Peau foundation. This is the Radiant Fluid Foundation Natural. And I wear the shade BF50 in Tan Buff. It's probably one of my favorite foundations ever. Go into this shade down here. And this is, again, this is marketed as the primer shade, but it can also be the topper shade. And what I remember of this shade is that it's pretty light and actually has some sparkles in it. See myself wearing this by itself. It's just like a really pretty shimmery color. And I just got my hair cut, and I feel like whenever I do my hair after, it's never as good as when she curls and styles my hair at the salon. Just getting used to this haircut and how to style it. I have tried 2 of the other formulas. This is the new formula. I tried the Seagrass, and then this is Caviar Pearls. And this is the one I like the best. I did not like the green one, the Seagrass. And this primer shade is definitely creamier than the one that in this kind of limited edition one. It's creamy, but not as creamy as the one in the regular line. This orange shade, I'm using the same brush because there's not much color that came off of this. And I'm using this shade to just kind of build out the look. What I love about this new Cle De Peau formula is it's so beginner friendly and pretty goof proof. And I do a lot of reviews for makeup, especially luxury beauty, and I'd have to say out of all the new formulas this year, this is the easiest formula to use, and it's probably the most like aging friendly formula. It's almost like when you put on this on your eyelids, it almost looks like it kind of blurs any imperfections or lines you have. Okay, so I could stop there, and it's just those 2 colors. I use that primer all over the lid and then using this orange one in my crease, and it's really pretty because there's some like intermittent shimmer, some sparkles with that primer shade. So look how pretty that is. I think this is definitely, you know, because it was a warmer leaning palette, this is definitely a tan person friendly palette. Really, really pretty. Okay, so for the sake of the video, I'm going to keep going, but I could stop there and just use the brown, but I'm going to go into that purple shade here. I'm using a Sonia G Worker Pro brush. I'm just going into that purple shade, and then I'm just going to pat it down. There was a little fallout, so I'm just kind of wiping that out, and I'll fix that later. But what a cute color combination, you know, a little bit of the warm with the purple. I like it. I just love purples anyway. And these aren't like traditional colors that one would think with holiday, but I actually like it. Reminds me of like SUQQU, how they do holiday collections sometimes and they're not traditional colors. And I'm just kind of sick of the silver and gold, quite frankly. I mean, Chanel and Dior kind of do the same colors over and over, so it's nice to see like SUQQU and Cle De Peau do some like non-traditional holiday colors. It doesn't remind me of the sea or The Little Mermaid, but I just think these colors are really fun. Okay, so that was 3 colors put down. Can you see how easy that is? And I just have to put the brown shade in liner and then I'm done. So I'm using a mini booster, Sonia G. And this is like my holy grail of kind of building up the outer V. And this brown definitely runs warm. It's like an orangey brown. I'm using the Flat Definer by Sona G and then going into that brown shade and just adding some dimension to the top, to the bottom. And on me, this is kind of like an orangey brown, but I'm not mad about it. I'm taking a Soft Definer Lotus series, and I actually want to go into some of that purple. I think it's kind of fun, so I'm just gonna kind of drag that same color through the bottom lash. Here we go. And that's it. So what I want to do is finish the eye look with liner, and I'll be back. I'm back and finished the eye makeup. Let me get in closer so you can see. I used a Sisley liner on the upper liner. I think it's sparkling purple. I'll put all the makeup used below. And then the SURRAT Autographic liquid liner in purple, and then just used mascara from the top and bottom, and that is the look. One thing I forgot to do is what you can do with some of these topper shades. That primer shade is not only just a primer shade, but it's like a topper shade. So what I'm going to do is actually use it to kind of see if it kind of amps up this silver or this purple shade here. And sometimes adding this, I'm just like kind of pressing it in gently, and it adds like a pop to the color. I don't know if you can see it. It's like a more sophisticated sparkle, if you will. It reminds me of like those pop shades they have with Charlotte Tilbury, but it's like a little bit more elegant and refined. And in fact, I want to take some of that primer pop shade here. I'm taking a Pencil Pro from Sona G, and I'm using that here on my inner corner to make that area pop. There we go. Pretty. Oh, so pretty. Every time I use this palette, I just think it gets prettier and prettier. And I know some people maybe were disappointed in this because they didn't think it was like a traditional holiday palette color, but I love it. I think this is like such a tan person friendly palette. I'm putting some of my brow bone here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is also, I want to see if I can use some of this as, yep, I could use this as a little bit of, if you will, some shades of highlighter. And there's some purple in here, so I'm actually grabbing my SUQQU blush palette and going into this purple color here. It's a very unique color. I don't see very many purples, so I'm just grabbing this. I don't even know if I make this anymore, but because this eyeshadow palette has purple in it, I thought, why not? There we go. Now I put a little too much, and then that's what the buffer brush is good for. Grabbing a buffer brush from Sona G, and that's it. So pretty. And then what I'm going to do is grab this SUQQU treatment wrapping lip. This is the treatment wrapping lip of 105, and that is the look. Would you tell me what you think? I think it's so pretty. Let me get in close so you can see the shadows. I don't think this palette's going to be for everyone, but when I saw this on a deeper skin beauty that was close to my complexion, I'm like, oh, I'm not going to miss this, because once it's gone, it's gone. It's limited edition, and then it's sold out. It's hard to get unless it's on like the secondary market. This actually reminds me of kind of like the SUQQU color creation, if you will. I don't think it looks like traditional holiday, but it's so pretty. You can see I've already digged into this pan already. You can tell I have a type. Let me just swatch this one here for you, because these purples are similar, but they're not the same. Okay, so this is the 501 Visions of Radiance down here, and this is Caviar Pearls. Visions of Radiance, Caviar Pearls. So it's definitely a more radiance on the holiday one versus Caviar Pearls. Okay, so I mean, my review of this is going to be super short. I think it's beautiful. I think if you like these colors, or you're interested in the formula or the packaging, don't wait, go get it. I'm just really happy that this is removable. So even if you don't want this color story, you can replace it with one that maybe matches the more of the blue scheme. I know I can use this as a compact and use it for the mirror because this packaging is just gorgeous. Okay, that's it for my final review, Beauty Fam. Let me know what you think of this look. Have you been interested in this collection? I highly recommend at least getting the quad. Let me know what other holiday collections you've been into. Okay, so that's it, Beauty Fam. Remember to subscribe, comment, like below. It helps me out with my channel. And as always, please be very kind with yourself and others and just be you. Take good care, Beauty Fam. Bye.